the Middle Belt has come out to say that they are not part of the Arewa coalition that wants to fight President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and stop him 2027. Hakim Baba Ahmed and Arewa and other spokespersons of the North have come out to say that they will respond to Tinubu in due time. But the Middle Belt are saying that we are not part of this arrangement. Count us out of this your arrangement. We will not be dominated by the Fulani. When you look at history, the Middle Belt is the only place that the Fulani had not succeeded in dominating, just like the Hausas. The Middle Belt is the only place. In fact, the grandfather of these people, Uthman Danfodio, was beheaded in the Middle Belt. So all these attacks you are seeing, Christmas Day, Easter Sunday, Friday and everything, is as a result of revenge over the killing of their great-grandfather, Uthman Danfodio. So now the politics that Tinubu has played or is playing, he has been able to give the Middle Belt an identity that they will run with. An identity that they will run with. And that identity is going to make them independent of Fulani-controlled North. It was those days that you say, North, we remember, North, without the North, you cannot win elections. But these days, the dynamics has changed. The politics has changed. Now, this is from a Middle Beltan. Hakim Baba Ahmed speaks of a North in the past. Such ambiguous claims of a monolithic North could fly unchallenged, but not now. Not now. If it were in the past, well, when the eyes of these Middle Belters have not opened, when the eyes of Hausa people have not opened, even in the core North, Hausas are forming vigilantes, hunting down these Fulani terrorists. They gave an opening for people to join vigilantes. The Hausas were joining, but the Fulanis refused joining that vigilante, that militia group that will secure the town from these terrorists. The Fulani refused joining. So the Hausas had to go about their own business and they were able to hunt down these terrorists. So before their eyes opened, before now, under Tinubu's regime, the North could say, the North will remember, we will do this and that, and people will be afraid. Yes, but now the dynamics have changed. If Hakim Baba Ahmed is saying that nobody will win elections without the North, so we are also saying that nobody will win election without the South. And that's why I'm asking the president, whichever Yoruba-led federal government you are running, try and be able to accommodate every part of southern Nigeria, especially the southeast. Try and accommodate. See, this is my take. I prefer Tinubu continues as president than a Fulani comes into power 2027. If not, it should be easy for us to align with northern Nigeria. But when you look at the coalition, they are trying to tell Peter Obi, allow Atiku to run for 4 years, one term, 2027, and they will hand over power to him, Peter Obi. Allow Atiku. The new coalition that is coming. By 2027, I believe, or 2031, this man Atiku should be 81 years. If it's 2027, I believe so. If he should wait for another 4 years, or the next 6 years, this guy will be old. So their coalition is to return, the Northern coalition now, is to return a Fulani as president after, in quote, the 4 years of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I'm against that coalition. Any coalition that does not bring a Southerner, let us remain with the person, with the gaslighting of Jagaban. Yes, it seems like there's no opposition any. We just have 3 persons, and we just have a coalition that can bring an end to the dynasty of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that is creating. But that coalition wants to be selfish. The Northern coalition wants to be selfish. The obedient movement will never take any Peter Obi as a vice to anybody. He pulled 6 million votes within 9 months of preparation. A party that pulled 6 million votes. Looking at the correct figures, with the one that happened in Port Harcourt, that the court caught, Peter Obi would have polled more than 6 million votes, and from the people, he won the election. And I believe he won the election. But we know that systems that are put in place in Nigeria will never give you. You see, anything Nigeria practices, Africa practices, they bastardize it. They bastardize it. Bring anything to Africa. Bring electricity to Africa, they cannot maintain it. Bring refinery to Africa, they cannot, especially Nigeria. Anything you bring, any innovation you bring, they bastardize it. So normally, elections that are supposed to be transparent, free and fair, all of a sudden, glitch happened. And some people with their bold faces are coming out to tell you that somebody won an election and announced that person by 4 a.m. in the morning. Having said that, the Middle Belt is boldly coming out to say, we are not part of this Arewa. We don't have anything in common. We don't align with their views. If you go on TikTok now, you see videos of these Fulanis destroying farmlands in the north. You see videos of the Fulanis. Now they have TikTok pages whereby they showcase what they do. They showcase their cows eating. They push out videos. We have the DSS. We have as many police as possible to track these people down. They will not track it. But some people are waiting for me to say something so that they can report me to DSS or whatsoever. They are waiting. But these people are killing, destroying the livelihoods of people. But the DSS and the police can't do anything. Because we are not seeing them being 309 repentant Boko Haram have been released into the society. I have said it before. Our prisons, we cannot be able to rehabilitate ordinary civilians. When I got into cell, I became more stubborn than when I came out. As a young boy, I was arrested. I fought with the girlfriend of a police officer. I was arrested because of that influence at Alausa police station. I came out a rugged man. So the prison system of Nigeria that cannot rehabilitate its own civilians, not talk of hardened and dreaded criminals that have been taking lives. Do you know what it means to kill and kill and kill? And the blood of people enter your eyes. So the Nigerian government is telling us that they can rehabilitate such people. Gaslighting, manipulation. They know that they have made the populace slaves. They have the kind of education. They don't put their children through the education they give to the Nigerian masses. They carry their children abroad to go and get better education. But they bastardize your educational system, your hospital, your health system. They don't take, most of them prefer going abroad to treat themselves. So, whatever it is, instead of a Fulani person to become president, 2027, I want Tinubu to continue. That is my stance on that. And again, I trust our Middle Beltans. When you look at the map, the Nigerian map, you see that the core north is insignificant in Nigeria compared to the Middle Belt. Look at the map. Look at the states. Look at the expanse of land the Middle Belt covers. I have said this before, that the reasons why these Fulani people have not been able to penetrate into southern Nigeria is because of the Middle Belt. We have Niger, we have Kwara, we have Benue, we have Kogi, we have Nasarawa, we have this state, we have Abuja. These are Middle Belt states that are saying that we are not part of this your coalition down north, because we know that we have crazy people down north. We have people that think different from every other person. Since we have all agreed that we will follow this arrangement, south, north, bring a coalition, bring a southerner. Because we don't understand the people that have suffered a lot in this Tinubu's administration are the Igbos. They have suffered a lot. Sack here, no appointment here, neglect here, focus most of the southwest in southern Nigeria. Me that I'm supporting southern, I know I'm supporting, not because I like what Tinubu is doing. There's a time we'll address that one. But for now, I'm much more concerned about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I know the Fulanis are very, very much responsible for whatever that is happening to Nnamdi Kanu today. Tinubu will not be able to speak against the killings or the businesses of this guy. No, I told you, kidnapping is business in northern Nigeria. It's a lucrative business. So a Tinubu will not be able to speak up against it. I'm telling you, a Tinubu will not be able to speak up against it. Maybe he has, I don't know. We are expecting proactiveness. But when you dine with these people, when these people are the people that brought into power through their shenanigans, how can you effect change? That's why I'm not supporting a Tinubu when it comes to governance. Because how can you effect change when you bring criminals around yourselves and you're trying to believe that if you set something up, if you build something upon a faulty foundation, you can make headway? No, it's not possible. That is impossible. You cannot achieve anything with a faulty foundation. If you're a thief and you run an empire with thievery, your sons and daughters one day will run that empire down. I'm telling you, will run that empire down. Nigeria is a fragile place. Yorubas call it a mere geographical expression. Nigeria at any point in time can break up. So if you are building your dynasty around Nigeria, my brother, one day it will be... All these appointments that Tinubu is doing, I've said it, it takes a northerner to come who is so passionate. He takes a northerner, 2 or 3 meetings, everybody done this pass. They will restructure and connect everything. Some people are in their house safe, planning for 2031. Northerners are in their house, planning on how they will deal with the Yorubas 2031. But for now, it is the turn of the southern person to become president for 8 years. Whether it's Tinubu is there or not, a southern person must be represented in that coalition. And now, even going forward, when you look at the position of the middle belt, let me read this. Without the middle belt, the north is a shadow. And even with the small territory called the north, I told you that small territory. Look at the map. The small territory called the north. Even with the small territory called the north, there's so much infighting. Kwankwaso's faction, Nuhu Ribadu faction, Ganduje faction, then the Atiku's faction, all at each other's throats and unable to agree. With the bitter enmity between the larger stakeholders, it is foolhardy to listen to these smaller, inconsequential jokers. This is without even considering that all these stakeholders do not have influence in the middle belt. So without the middle belt, North is nothing. North amounts to nothing. I'm telling you. What the North have been able, the Fulani-led North, what the North have been able to contribute to Nigeria is terrorism. Terrorism and bad leadership. Look at what the Fulanis have contributed to Nigeria. Fulanis are always a willing tool in the hands of people that want to destroy legacies that's been built in any country in Africa. Everywhere you go, you see this chase Fulani go, Fulani Gambia, Fulani go, Mali, Fulani go, Ghana, Fulani go, because of their antecedent. And it's so unfortunate that the Hausa people have become a tool or a vehicle for the Fulani to push their aim. They're everywhere. I just said that. Go on TikTok. Videos of these criminals. It is not somebody coming to defend the Fulanis. That person must there's something wrong with that person. These guys are deliberately destroying the farmlands of people. Deliberately. They'll be laughing and be peeling your they are cutting the cassava. They are cutting the cassava. They will uproot it. They give to their cows. It's not like the cows just wander into the place. They will lead their cows into farmlands that have grown. They will lead their cows into these farmlands, and they are with guns. The police I don't know. We need to start taking action on all these things, because this is not joke. Oh. We are not joking. It's no more joke. I don't know. Because if you look at what these guys are doing, it seems like they are untouchable. It seems like they have gotten the backing of the government. It seems like nothing happened. Because I'm looking at the treatment they gave Jonathan. This angered North, core North, which have produced insecurity and bad leadership to the country, are trying to make the government of Tinubu unstable. They are trying to make it unstable. Me, I'm concerned about restructuring. This man should make sure that restructuring goes on another scale. Those in the bush are doing their own. Those in the town are doing their own. I told about the Fulani. The educated ones, they are fighting from the town. Those in the bush are fighting. So the educated ones are giving those others cover. Tinubu and Co will not tell us that they don't know the sponsors of this. Why is it that when they get to power, they cannot be able to fish out and expose the sponsors of these criminal activities? It tells you a lot. Sometimes some things we ask him, we don't understand. Till today, Enugu state governor never come and put a statement. Plateau state governor came out and threatened. After he finished threatening, the next 2 days they attacked and killed almost 100 persons again. That is this Fulani with the F-13. And we saw a report whereby the army is trying to, somebody come to my house, break my door and steal from me He goes. I put a trap in my house to catch a thief. And that thief, the thief comes again to steal. And the trap catches him. Almost injures him. He escapes. The thief go and meet the king, the baale of my town. I take the issue to the baale that I caught a thief for blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Baale is trying to adjudicate, settle the issue. The thief and his people somewhere are saying that they will come and attack us. For putting a trap in my house to prevent somebody from stealing my goods, the thief are saying they will come and attack us. What happens next? The baale calls the representative from the thief and me. How can we settle? You are calling a representative from the thief, from the aggressor. That's what the Nigerian army is doing. Fulani came out and said, we are responsible for this killing. We are giving conditions for peace, and they come out boldly face to face. Which other tribe can do it? Under Buhari, can Sunday Igboho take such an action? Can IPOB take such an action? And you don't see blood everywhere. But these people came out, and the Nigerian army are saying, let's try and appease, let's try and settle Nigerian army before our eyes. And I will see an army moving on the street, and I will rate them. I will rate the Nigerian army. You are settling dispute between a thief that needs to be arrested, a terrorist that needs to be arrested and persecuted. If not given capital punishment, you are saying you want to settle. Upon that, you are saying you are rehabilitating over 309 of these terrorists. Rehabilitating, you gave them food, you sew clothes for them, did everything for them. You are bringing them back into the society. And we have Southerners in the army, we have Easterners in the army, we have leaders, senators, House of Rep members, all of them. We have politicians in the southern part of Nigeria. Nobody saying anything. While the killing persists and persists and persists. And you say we should just sit down and think people are just being killed like that. We should just sit down and do nothing. Some people are waiting for you to just say one thing that will anger them. They should come and arrest you. Some people are waiting. There's enough things happening in the northern part of Nigeria that the DSS needs to find its hands. It has a lot of work to do in northern Nigeria. People are committing crimes and openly coming to admit it on a daily basis. It's all over social media. I don't understand. See, there's a revolution coming. Some of us will not take all this because the government needs to do what it needs to do. Tinubu is out of the country. You're not speaking on the killings and everything. This is one place I fought. I support an article. He has failed in area of security. If you want to allow them not destroy themselves, don't let it come to the southern part of Nigeria, and also make sure you find a solution in the middle belt. If you want to allow the corner, because the northern politicians, they understand what is going on, and most of them are part of what is going on, as revealed by Malafia, Yejirika, and some other persons. So allow the North destroy themselves. But this southern part of Nigeria is where we cross the line. You're a southern president. It is where we cross the line. Look at Enugu, look at Kwara State. Whether you like it or not, Kwara is south. All this one when they talk, Kwara is Yoruba land. Forget all this political division. The southeast goes beyond the 5 plot of land. We understand that. When the time reach, we'll discuss that. The people that know all those ones that are coming out to talk one or two things in social media. When it's time to demarcate, you now know the partitioning of Nigeria. So Kogi, Insecurity, we have Kwara. They are all part of Yoruba land. There's nothing you want to do about it. So this place, the president should make sure that he secures these areas. If they not refuse and they want to use, because I believe that these guys want to use it to destabilize the government. But they don't know Tinubu. I've said it. You don't know Tinubu. Tinubu no care. If like the half of North, let them go down. He doesn't care. And so much so, he has been able to isolate to an extent Middle Belt from these Arewa Northerners that have been threatening the peace of Nigeria since independence. He has been able to isolate them. And also, like I read, even the core North themselves, they are already divided. They are divided. Most of these governors that are Fulani, that are governors in some of these states, are not even from the states. So there's so much division. The indigenous of the state Gogo have their faction. The Fulani, who is the outsider, El-Rufai and Co, they are not from Kaduna State. Ahmadu Bello that stayed in Kaduna State is not from Kaduna State. These are foreigners. So El-Rufai has his own faction. Kwakwaso have their own faction. We have the Nuhu Ribadu has his own faction. Ganduje, Atiku. These are all Fulani. So they are divided. This one, they are disagreeing. But there's one thing I understand. The Fulani, there's a limit to which some people might be saying, let us allow this man finish his 8 years. After his 8 years, we'll take power now. Some people say no. No. Maybe that's the disagreement. They might be disagreeing on that part too. But when they want to deal with the Southwesterners for what Tinubu has done, they will come together and agree. When one of them has taken over power, they go, see, if the Fulani come back to take power, they go align, realign, over-align, extraordinarily, man, the alignment go too bad. When Fulani take over power. That's what I'm saying. Tinubu, you have an opportunity now to restructure the country however you want to do it. All these things you are doing, at the end of the day, somebody is going to come to reverse the whole thing and put it in your own taste. That is Nigeria. Nigeria is not meant to, is not designed to move forward because of the kind of people we have in power, the kind of elements that surround power. Every day, people are stealing money. Every day, stealing from Nigeria. With our resources, everything we have, Nigeria cannot even stand. Debt. We have all the things to take to survive and become one of the first world countries, industrialized, but we can't. Education, health, electricity, road, nothing. If somebody build road today, they'll be the blow trumpet. 1880s, people have been building roads. That hurdle, they don't pass them. But some local government chairman just build one road now, you go to shout. Huh? Education in Nigeria. If you have your child, if you like your child, if you understand what education is, look for a better school. Don't carry your... May God help Nigerians.